Alrighty, so there we are, come on in. That's my home sweet home in Belarus. Alrighty, starting out the morning. It's actually quite late right now already. So having a little coffee, gonna have a little sandwich. We're kind of like in a post-Soviet old building. They have like a cafe, little stores in here. Let's walk. Alrighty, so as you see, going for a little walk, catching some fresh air. And right now I would say for me it's kind of like an unexpected winter comeback. So in Belarus right now, it actually snowed yesterday. It's like -6, 7 during the night. So I thought I would have skipped the... But yeah, that's the situation here right now, and I think today's video is gonna be a little bit of a day in the life in Belarus. Right now heading back home, probably gonna get some groceries later. I'm gonna show you what I do in these times, let's say that we currently live in. Some nice books that I brought with me. For probably, as of right now, it looks like we're gonna be staying here for around a month. Belarus, I always wanted to go here, but it was kind of like, let's say, not on the highest priority, definitely. But yeah, now we're here, kind of like in an old Soviet area. Let's get into the city right now. And just like being here is a little bit like time traveling. So this is like the area right outside of the, I believe it's the football stadium. And we live like down the road. I'm gonna show you the apartment. It's actually really, really nice. But so a little walk through the city right now, made it to the apartment. I've been staying I think for like 4 days already, and at first I wasn't sure. It's a little bit old school, but then I just really started to love. It's like really heated up nicely, and we're like right in the city center. So afterwards we're gonna walk out in a few hours, I guess. I'm gonna show you the building. It's like so nice. Which one? That one?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah. One of those is our window. Yeah, those are windows. I believe how little we pay for it. Obviously, the situation right now, the demand is not high, so the apartments really go for less. And I'm actually happy that I'm one of the few people who can still like rent a place from someone. So let's go in. I'm gonna show it to you. Classic Soviet entrance. Let's go. So, taking a little elevator here. Actually, that's like one of the nice ones you can find, I guess. So, for example, back in Ukraine, sometimes the elevators, you're like, should I take the risk? Should I really take this elevator? Or like, it's like 50-50. Alrighty, so there we are. Come on in. That's my home sweet home in Belarus. Just gonna give you a quick tour. So that's the place. For at least a week, I think I will be staying here, mainly for one big reason, which I absolutely love right now. But yeah, let's go through. That's kind of like the bedroom, and that's really the first. Oh, it looks a little messy. Ooh. First time I walked in here, I was like, wow, this place is huge. I mean, just like it's just absolutely huge. That's kind of like the bedroom, and the view out of the window I'll show it to you in a second. Let's just keep going. Yeah, and that's probably the main reason why I decided to stay at this apartment for a longer time. It's just freaking huge. Like right now, this is kind of like my office, if you will. Finally got a nice big table, and that's really where I'm spending my time as of right now. Balcony, for the sheer size of this place. So basically, as of right now, we are paying like 26 euros staying here with 2 people. That's kind of like the living room. And I think if I would be staying here like long term, that would be really the place that I would be looking at. Obviously, I would furnish it differently. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Big kitchen, I've been cooking here a lot. And that's the place. 26 euro, this is what we're paying right now, but it's obviously very not representative. If you're gonna be here during, let's say, the summer, or like just when the tourism is higher, I think that's kind of like a huge exception. Okay. Right now it's kind of like a huge exception. Usually this apartment goes for like 40, 50, 60.
Bye.
Adios, amiga. Alrighty. Sipping on some hot green tea. And with that right now, I want to share with you what I've been doing here for the past few days and why I'm in Belarus, what I'm going to be doing here. So basically, also to mention the last video, obviously quite a few people have been reaching out like, whoa, you're traveling during this time, you're going out, what is the matter about that? And I actually wanted to avoid talking about this topic just because I feel like on the one side I'm not qualified, I'm not an expert, even though I did a lot of, let's say, my due diligence when it comes to the research around it. But at the same time, you cannot really avoid it. So that's why I'm probably also going to be filming right now a complete video, just my opinion, my take, some things to think about on my second channel. But obviously it kind of like was the wrong, let's say, impression of me right now, just kind of like just going ahead with my daily life. I'm going to be based in Belarus, probably for a month, maybe even two, depending on how the situation develops. Decided that's kind of like a good point to, let's say, meet up and settle down. Yeah, just check out my second channel. I'll be publishing a video probably the same day. Other than that, let's say, as you know, in the past few months, I've been big about reading up on books, reading up on classics, reading up on, let's say, really cutting-edge information in a round of in different fields. Right now, I'm reading into Man's Search for Meaning, a big classic by Viktor E. Frankl. Halfway in, very, very intense, huge classic. Basically, what does it say? Classic tribute to hope from the Holocaust, is telling a story of Viktor Frankl, how, let's say, he had a certain attitude, a certain way of carrying himself throughout the Holocaust, throughout a very hard time. Ego is the enemy. I'm probably gonna do a big book review on that one. Let's say a very confronting book. Classic, The Power of Now. Huge bestseller. Oh, there's still the receipt. Bought it like a week ago. Because I remember I read it in German and I barely understood anything. I wasn't kind of like ready for this book. I feel like right now I'm going to be revisiting it in the next few weeks. So, because a lot of people always ask me like, hey, what do you read? I post it all the time in my stories. I thought I would, let's say, mention it here. And yeah. And so, as of right now, even though it's really cold, the weather is absolutely beautiful, it's sunny all day long, and after I'm gonna be right now filming a few videos for the second channel, gonna go out, explore the city a little bit, just the two of us. Obviously no big public gatherings, let's say no things that really put a risk on me or anyone else, and I think I will really address this on the second channel, my opinion, when it comes to that. Things might change, things might develop. A few weeks from now the situation might look different, so definitely follow the local regulations, stay informed, but also don't live in fear. Also pretty much the street that I'm staying on right now. Back there, that is the house where the apartment is, so absolutely love that. Yeah, as of for now, gonna meet up with B and just gonna walk around, go for a little walk, catch some fresh air. There's kind of like a nice area with the church, and I gotta say I really didn't expect the city to be so nice, clean, aesthetic. The city center, it's, I would say probably the cleanliness is the biggest part that surprised me so much. And yeah, just gonna go for a little walk, maybe do a little cookout later, and that's pretty much how the life looks here. Okay, so right now I believe this place is called the Old Town. Let's say a spontaneous finding of another day where we went just to the mall. They're really cool, just like little cute, colorful buildings. That looks like a bookstore over here. And kind of like the crazy thing in Belarus right now, I believe they will change the time soon, probably in a week or two, because it just stays up light until like 8 p.m. or almost 8:30. Right now, what time is it? Like 8?
Yeah.
7:45. It's crazy. Right now, supermarket life, I love it. Right now, cooking mostly at home already for days, so let's get a few staples. When you're in Russia, it's been many, obviously. What?
Chicken and pork.
It's with potatoes and mushrooms. Yeah, we're good. Turn it off. Really cool right now here to the supermarket. I think the supermarket name is Dionys is actually my brother's name, and they have kind of like a line of products I've never seen. This is buckwheat milk, a product like usually you have like oat milk, maybe soy milk. I cannot really drink milk. I'm excited. I hope it will not be bad. Do you know what buckwheat is at all?
Nope.
Nope. Well, buckwheat is a very popular grain in this country. And we got... Okay, and with that, officially welcome to the Belarusian cookout right now. So, I'm preparing a salad over there, got some mushrooms cooking, and pelmeni, which is pretty much dumplings. So we got dough, meat. I was really looking through the supermarket, and these over here, it's with chicken filling. I thought it would be not as good as with pork, but actually I like them even more, and they have really good, I mean, pretty decent macros, high in protein, and I would say I'll show you the final result. So we're gonna be cooking up some onions, so I would say very traditional pelmeni with onions. Gonna fry them up a little bit in the end. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this little insight into how my life in Belarus right now looks like. I might be, let's say, moving into a different place in next week, maybe show you a little bit of a few other areas of the city during one of the walks that I love to take right now. But also me personally right now, I use the time at home. After a few days of arriving here now, I'm in the edits, I'm in the books, and I think you should do right now the same, depending on where you are. Obviously right now, this is how the life looks like, and I think we all should make the best of it. So with that, if you want to go with me a little bit deeper, check out my second channel. If you want to stay up to date, where I am, what I'm doing, little nuggets like, let's say, maybe book recommendations, join me on the Instagram as well. As always, reach out. I'd love to hear from you, love to hear your story, what you are up to, who is behind the other end of this camera right now. And with that, as always, see you very soon. You got a role to see, and as of right now, that means to use the time at hand, start the thing you always wanted to do, read the book you never had the time to read, spend some time with your loved ones, and this too shall pass.